Hi, everyone. This is your Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. His name is Mike Brenner. We are the Odds Couple. We come to you from sportsbookreview.com, SBRodds.com. Today is Thursday, November 3rd. And Mike Brenner, we got the election coming up on Tuesday, the U.S. presidential election. And, of course, this is a very heavily bet event. Of course, it can't be bet in the United States, but around the world, you know, the betting volume for the U.S. presidential elections are usually around 60, 70, 80 million.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Absolutely. I mean, in the UK, all around the world, the books take in the international markets. Betfair, of course, is a UK-based betting exchange, which has tons of markets. They have not just to win, they have every state, and you can have a margin of victory by each candidate. I mean, there's a ton of markets being bet, and of course, the sports books take action as well.
Offering that with the, I like that because that's kind of similar to like NASCAR. You don't have to just pick a winner. You can you can go against the pack.
It's
so
all over the place. Yeah,
so
there's a lot, and I'll tell you this, as you know, we talk about this off camera, Mike Brenner. If I have a chance, I bet political props all the time.
Well, if you had a chance, I think you should run for a political position.
Well, the money's the odds are very, very soft. The problem is, of course, that you have to, if you bet too far in advance, you have to tie up your money for all that time. So, a lot of times there'll be a line with great value, but you're not going to get paid out for 3 months.
And again, with all due respect, in something like this, do you see a lot of line changes? Of course. I mean, as like compared to a sport, is it as drastic or sometimes a little more drastic?
Oh, more drastic. Wow. I mean, as of right now, like from now until there will definitely be, and especially at the exchanges, because like I said, the political odds are very, very soft, and so because they're soft, first of all, on exchanges there's just whatever the juice is that's being offered, but at the sports books like 5 Dimes, they offer high juice because they know that they're not exactly sure what they're doing, and they can be easily beaten.
And they got to get out there just to keep up with the competition, so they got to put a product out there.
I've bet political props, for many years, and I like doing it at exchanges because then if I need to, I can hedge back out if I want to free up funds. But so we have right now, just to win, Hillary Clinton. The odds have gone down a bit. Right now, it's at Pinnacle minus 260 for Hillary. Donald Trump on the other side is plus 226. That would put Hillary 70% or
Crook
so.
Versus crook. I love it.
It has gone down, and the reason that it's gone down recently, I think, is because of action that came in Europe based on the email scandals and stuff like that with the supposed FBI. Well, no, it's totally stupid.
Okay, well, I'm saying as far as the theory,
right. On their sense, I'm saying their action is betting on thinking that's important. I've said from the beginning, for months and months and months that
Trump, months and months equals a year eventually.
Yeah, that Trump had no chance and that Hillary was a great bet, and I definitely actually still think so. At minus 260, I mean, if you look at and now before it was because of strategic reasons. Now it's just because of the numbers. I mean, if you look at the actual numbers in terms of the Electoral College, I mean, basically, Trump will either have to, in order to win, he'd have to either pull off, a massive upset that no one's even talking about,
or Hillary gets,
or Hillary dies, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Or
I've heard some rumors, that one of them's going to get knocked
that's part
off.
of the handicapping, sure, but he's going to have to win at least one of like New Hampshire, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Virginia, or Colorado, and all of those. Out of all those, only Colorado is still being considered a swing state. And with the early returns in North Carolina and Nevada, and this will be one of my picks very soon that I'll tell you about in a minute or so, Trump might lose North Carolina or Nevada, and if he does, then he's going to have to win 2 of those others. And
my God, you keep talking like this, I'm going to lose my odds couple partner, and you're going to be on CNN with somebody talking presidential debates from now on.
Look, I mean, the presidential odds, there's factors involved, and you have to look at them.
I just hope nobody sees this from up there. I'm dead in the water then, buddy. I got news for you.
To sum up, I think there's great value on Hillary right now at minus 260, and you have to tie up your money for only like 4 or 5 days.
They got run lines or anything like that? Like
they do, absolutely, of course. at not at the sports books, but at the exchanges at Betfair, you can bet on the margin of victory, and that is actually a great way to bet.
How about like a halftime, like halfway through they probably don't have a halftime vote bet.
But absolutely, Betfair has margin victory. That's something I'm going to look into a little bit more. The thing about political props, though, is they're very soft, but you really have to do your research and know what you're talking about. So I'm going to look into this a little bit more over the weekend and see if there's a margin of victory.
Is there a prop bet that the one gets elected will be a crook? I want to take that bet.
No, there are no locks in betting, but sometimes there are. Sometimes there are.
Or we don't even want to talk about it. You don't have to, but do you have a personal preference?
In terms of what?
Who's going to win the presidential? Like, who do you think? I mean, as far as, I know you think Hillary, but do you have somebody do you like?
Oh, you mean
who do you want to be president?
You mean who's better for the country?
Exactly.
Oh, I don't give a shit. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Okay, that's good. I'm glad to know. So it's just like baseball. You're not a fan. Fuck that. But you want to study the odds.
You think I give a shit about the future of the world or humanity? No, I don't give a fucking shit.
Well, there goes my faith in humanity. Oh God, Pistol Pete.
I mean, I do find. I mean, I care more about my own personal entertainment, and clearly, in that way, Donald Trump is way more entertaining than Hillary. So,
okay, I like
in
that.
In that sense, I guess
Safe
you would say
answer.
I prefer Trump because he's funnier and he makes more
As far
jokes
as giving a
happen.
shit, hell no.
Yeah. So I guess I would prefer Trump from the comedic
We're on the
aspect.
same card. I like that. High five. Yeah.
But and as far as and you can bet to win individual states. Now with individual states, it's a lot like the Oscars, where most of them are foregone conclusions. And in the Oscars, it's like a lot of times there's these massive favorites that everyone knows is going to win. Same way with many of the states, with most of the states. Some aren't. That is not the case. And I think there's betting value right now. With
and I want to tell the viewers this too, because we did a thing for Yahoo Sports Radio. And Pete, you had two that you nailed.
Yeah,
one where there was Elizabeth Warren and Sessions, right?
I said that the favorites to be the vice presidential nominees had no chance.
And guess what?
They
had no chance.
Right, they had no chance.
Yep.
And so
Cha-ching.
my recommended bet as of right now for the states, I have just one, and it's going to be on Hillary to take Nevada, and the odds are going up. It's
Nevada, what a state to pick. But then again, we are the sports channel.
Minus 145 are the odds right now for Hillary to win Nevada. And
can I ask why that state?
Yeah, I mean the basic reasons are there's a few. Well, first of all, it's been there's early voting returns in Nevada that are consistent with what I expected. There's a lot of there's a heavy Mormon population in there that normally goes Republican, and the Mormons are not at all buying Trump this year in the election.
And even though Trump had a presence in that for a long time, you don't think
no. Not just that. There's also an increasing, but rapidly increasing Hispanic voting population there that's expected to vote heavily, and they have voted heavily so far, and they are going to be against Trump as well.
Yeah, they will.
So I believe Nevada it normally goes Republican, but I think that Hillary, even at minus 145, it's gone up a bit, even at minus 145, Nevada for Hillary is a good bet. That's the only state pick that I can give right now. But over the weekend, I'm going to hopefully look into more and give some more bets.
Well, I got the one pick, and that's all I'm going with.
What's that?
That a crook's going to win. That's going to win the election. Bottom line, I think it's a safe bet, right?
Yeah. But so my two picks as of right now, I think there's value on Hillary at minus 260 to win it all, and Hillary to win Nevada at minus 145. And with Trump, I think that I think that betting Trump to win is a bad bet, because if he's going to win, then that means he's going to get some upsets in some of these states. So it's better just to bet the upsets in that state.
I like that.
Right.
That's a way to hedge.
I think you can go into to look at some of those states. Maybe he has a chance in Colorado. I'm going to look into that more. It's possible. Let's see what the odds are right now for Colorado.
Did you ever do any debates in high school or college?
No, definitely not. Let's see what the odds are for Colorado Republican candidate. At 5 dimes right now, it's plus 200 for Trump, and I think that's about right. I think he has a small chance there, but
so I like that thinking. Break it down into states as far as going with the dog.
Yeah. All right, so that's about it.
That was cool. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. And of course, you can also bet on the Senate races.
Let's throw up the record. I'm just kidding.
We can. I've given those are two official picks, by the way. Hillary at minus 260 and Hillary to win Nevada.
The political odds couple show.
I plan on doing more analysis over the weekend. The problem is, the college football stuff comes out.
Do me a favor. Hell with that analysis. I'd rather you be sharp on sports than these, because they're all crooks going in there. It doesn't matter.
Okay, so I've given 2 picks right now, and maybe on Monday we'll do another show with some more state picks or other election-related props on Monday. But it's definitely interesting. It's betting. It's trying to predict the future and trying to reward yourself with a few dollars by betting the right side based on market odds.
I loved your
Brenner?
expression, though, when I asked you who. It is interesting. But what was more interesting was your expression when I said, "Who do you prefer in office?" That was beautiful.
I couldn't give a flying fuck about the future of humanity. Put it that way. Definitely not.
Pete.
You know what I mean?
Pull that trigger, Pistol.
Because they're all like, "Well, global warming, it's a hoax. No, it's real." I'm like, I don't give a shit. But they're like, "But if it's real, then humanity's going to end." I'm like,
guess what? I don't give a shit.
What are you talking about?
But I'll bet on that one.
But I'll bet it. If you offer me odds on whether global warming is real or not, then I'll bet on it. All right, Mike Brenner. My recommendation to you: go to the bet box or any account you have and bet on Hillary to win Nevada at minus 150 or less.
I'm on my way.
We might be back for another follow-up video on Monday. Look for that.
That's right. And guess what, viewers? Do us a favor. Click on that logo and subscribe.
Do your research before you bet. Check out our ratings guide to see which books have the best ratings and sign-up bonuses. Open up several accounts and shop for lines at sbrodds.com. Always be ahead of the game.